Been forecasting our weather, and she joins us with this sensational Saturday forecast.
Yeah, much better today. Our air quality has improved, and eventually we will make it into the mid and upper 70s, which is pretty close to where we were yesterday. But I say much better today because our air quality has improved. Eventually, we are looking at some rain to move in, some clouds moving in now, and then some rain arrives mainly after 5 o'clock. Eventually, we'll continue to spread north into the area as we head through the overnight hours. Our current air quality anywhere from moderate to good, which is pretty typical throughout the spring and summer for us. Yesterday it was unhealthy for sensitive groups. Thursday it was unhealthy for all. So we have improved things here this weekend. As we go outside, we see that it's just sunny here downtown, but eventually some clouds move in as well. 68 degrees already, an east wind coming in off the lake, just right around 5 miles per hour. Wind is overall light throughout the day today. Temperatures right now closer to that 70-degree mark now. We have Aurora at 69 degrees, McHenry's at 68, Bradley and Kankakee County at 66 degrees. Temperatures eventually make it into the mid and upper 70s today, which is close to where we were yesterday. Some rain chances tomorrow, but there will be plenty of dry time. We'll talk more about this coming up in just a little bit.
All right, Jaisol, thank you. We begin with the latest on
we're looking at some pretty nice weather. Eventually some showers push in, but not until late today. We'll talk more about the timing coming up. Today will be pretty close to where they were yesterday. Some showers arrive late in the day, and then on Sunday we're closer to that 80-degree mark. Stray showers possible here on Monday with temperatures into the mid 70s. On Monday we will add in some clouds. It will also be on the breezy side with winds potentially gusting up to about 30. Our air quality has improved. So on Thursday we had our air quality at unhealthy for all, and then Friday it went to unhealthy for sensitive groups, and now we're at good to moderate. So that poor air quality that we had Thursday and Friday is gone, and now we are looking good for now. Eventually though, here's a look at our smoke tracker. There's this big upper level low to the north and west of us on Monday, and then eventually we will see some of that get into our area on Monday afternoon, and so we might get some smoke that moves into the area, something that we will watch to see if it does eventually get down into the lower levels of the atmosphere. So again, that's for Monday. Temperatures right now close to that 70-degree mark. It's 69 in Cicero and Oaklawn. Evanston is at 66, Gary at 68. Zooming out a little bit further to show you that we are all close to that 70-degree mark. And as we go through the day today, we eventually make it into the mid 70s. Here's a look at the next 12 hours to show you that our temperatures make it into the mid and upper 70s today. Eventually the chance for some rain, but it's mainly after 5 o'clock. And for a lot of us, it ends up being after sunset that we have some showers around. So right now, some of us still have a little bit of sunshine, others starting to see some clouds move in. I think once we see the clouds move in, after that, it's just a few peaks of sun that we will have around. So it was sunny this morning, but we're bringing in some of those clouds. 10 a.m. this morning, temperatures in the low 70s, mid and upper 70s for our high temperatures. Around 3 o'clock, there could be a quick little shower south, but then notice here, as we approach 7 p.m., that better chance to have a few showers pretty much along I-80 and south of that. That's the best chance to have some rain before sunset. After sunset, those showers kind of continue to move into our area and overspread the area. So some scattered rain around 10 p.m. with the heavier stuff along I-80 and south of that. Then notice as we head into Sunday, 7 a.m., we're in the low 60s to start, and then we get close to 80 degrees for our high temperature. Then comes a cold front. You can see that we have some storms that fire up, but it really looks like they fall apart as they approach us, and so I think that most of us will just end up dry on Sunday, but a few storms here and there as that front passes through. Only a few towns will get some of those showers. Then Monday, as we kick off the week, 7 a.m., we're close to 60, and then we make it into the 70s on Monday with some breezy conditions. Remember, I said gusts closer to about 30, and we'll have some clouds around, maybe a stray shower as well. We'll be watching for some smoke on Monday. Tuesday, mostly sunny skies. Temperatures are in the 70s, and then we warm things up. Wednesday and Thursday, we will be in the 80s. Friday, we have the chance for some storms. Our temperatures will be dependent on how quickly those storms move in, but right now, looks like we'll make it back up into the 80s.
All right, looks good, Jaisol. Thanks so much. And remember, you can get the latest forecast anytime with the free ABC7 Chicago News app. Just scan the QR code on your screen for a link to download. 9:20 right now, Chicago's festival.
I was like, wow, I should have just put myself in that segment. Yeah, looks delicious. Temperatures today reach into the mid and upper 70s, and then eventually we will have some rain that moves in. We might start to notice some cloud cover that moved in. That's here to stay with us through a lot of the day. Every now and then we'll have some peaks of sun, but the sun that we saw around was pretty much this morning. Our air quality has really improved compared to where we were Thursday, Friday, and now we are good to moderate, which is pretty typical for a spring summer day for us. Temperatures right now are in the upper 60s. We're at 68 degrees at O'Hare. Wind coming in off the lake out of the east, just right around 5 miles per hour. Our wind will stay nice and light today. Every now and then we will have some peaks of sun, like O'Hare, still reporting a mostly sunny sky, at least for now, but those clouds will start to move in. Close to 70 now, warming things up even more tomorrow. We'll talk more about your forecast coming up.
Jaisol, thank you. And now to the latest on
close to 70 degrees. It's overall a warm weekend. A couple of chances for rain. We'll talk about that coming up. Sensitive groups yesterday, day before that, unhealthy for all. And so now most of us now under this green and yellow color, which is pretty typical for us. You might still see a haze in the skies, but this means that the smoke is in the upper levels of the atmosphere, not in the lower levels of the atmosphere. So a look here to show you that as we go through the day today, that air quality has really improved. So it is just overall a nicer day because of that. We can be outside. Then as we head into this afternoon, we're talking some showers moving in. 70s for our high temperatures. Tomorrow, you'll see on the 7-day that there's the chance for a few thunderstorms. Only a few of us will get those thunderstorms. We could all use a good soaking rain, but only a few of us get those storms around tomorrow with a temperature close to 80 degrees. And then we are warming things up next week. We will be in the 80s at least for a few days. Temperatures today reach into the mid 70s. About 76 for our high temperature. Yesterday we hit 77, average is 78, so we're pretty close to where we should be for this time of year. Record for today, 100 degrees. That was set back in 1933. Sunrise this morning was at 5:16. Sunset later today at 8:25. Temperatures warming on up here. Joliet is at 72 degrees. Crown Point in Northwest Indiana is at 70. Lake Geneva in Wisconsin at 64. Waukegan's at 65. Oaklawn at 69. Palatine right at 70 degrees. Coal City at 71. So we have some clouds that are pushing into the area. Not everyone's seeing them just yet, but we will all have these clouds around here, and every now and then we'll have some peaks of sun, but notice here by noon those clouds have settled in. Temperatures are in the mid and upper 70s. So what it felt like yesterday is pretty close to what it'll feel like today. 7 p.m. so after 5 o'clock, and mainly I think that before sunset most of the showers are along or south of I-88, and then eventually they will start to overspread the area by 10-11 p.m. We have some light showers around, but areas along I-80 and south could get some pockets of some heavier rain overnight tonight. Then as we head into tomorrow morning, we dry things out. Temperatures at 8 a.m. tomorrow will be into the 60s, and then eventually we make it up to about 80 degrees. Here's the chance for rain on Sunday to show you that most of us will end up being dry, but any of these storms that do fire up on Sunday could potentially be on the stronger side. We're mainly worried about some gusty wind with some of these storms. You can see 5 p.m. as that front starts to approach us. That's on Sunday. Tomorrow, close to 80 degrees. Then Monday, the chance for some stray showers. We have some extra clouds around. Temperatures are into the mid 70s. Monday, we'll be watching to see if some smoke comes back into the area. So something we will be monitoring here on Monday. Tuesday, mostly sunny. Temperatures in the 70s, and then we start to warm things up Wednesday and Thursday, and potentially into Friday we stay in the 80s.
We like the 80s. And you can get the latest on our forecast with the free ABC 7 Chicago News app. This way you can take Jaisol wherever you want. How about that? The QR code right there on your screen. You can also, message Jaisol. You know, she can maybe give you some updates on the weather. Because listen, Jaisol, she gets a lot of comments and a lot of updates from our viewers.
Yes.
You know, they're watching. They're watching. They want the weather update. So yeah,
she's an active person.
Yes,
download the app.
She's. Or you can download the app. She says she ain't taking all of those questions. But hey, give her a follow, though. Give her a follow.